Lance Henriksen, the android Bishop from Aliens, almost played another iconic machine from the future.
Jim Cameron had very much wanted Lance Henriksen to play the Terminator. He saw the Terminator initially as someone who would really blend in.
The Terminator I always saw as this kind of cipher, this kind of anonymous guy, and Lance had the suitable acting chops to be able to do a really interesting characterization.
That would have been really interesting because Lance saw the Terminator as a kind of praying mantis, and he had kind of worked on these moves and this whole attitude. He put foil in his teeth and went around climbing up fire escapes in Venice and probably scared a lot of his neighbors.
I actually did a painting of Lance in the character, you know, with the leather jacket and the gun and the kind of the one red eye and the whole thing.
And I remember Lance actually came in full makeup to meet with John Daly at one point.
Lance showed up early, so you have to imagine there's this waiting room with this very nice young female secretary, and Lance walks in as the Terminator, and he just kept sitting there, not moving the entire time or doing, you know, some bizarre behavior, spooky stuff. And he had everybody in that office scared to death. They had no clue who this guy was, so he just kind of showed up, and they weren't expecting him, and they certainly weren't expecting him with metal teeth and in character, and they were about 10 seconds away from calling the police when Jim walked through the door and, you know, and said, "Oh, Lance," everybody kind of calmed down. But he put the fear of God into those people.
Clearly, when we went with someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger, that was very different, and we had Lance in the film. Instead, he played a police detective.